Okay. All right. So is it just the four of us in our group then? And Cameron
I
can come tonight, right?
Yeah, I think so. And yeah, Cameron couldn't come.
Okay. So do you guys want to? I would love to get to know you for a little bit. I don't know who wants to go first. I can go first if you want. Do you want me to
Sounds
go
good.
first?
Sure.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Yeah, so I live in Riverton, Utah, and I am a pharmacy technician. I've been a pharmacy technician for like 15 years and just going to school to go to pharmacy school. I like to travel and read and watch movies and hang out. Pretty easygoing. But I have three sisters and we have two family dogs, Roscoe and Pepe, and we love them so much. And I'm very easily amused, so it helps. But working two jobs, going to school, so
Oh man.
kind of crazy.
Yes.
So yeah, that's me in a nutshell.
What's your favorite movie genre?
I like comedies and action movies,
Excellent.
rom-coms, of course, because
Yes.
I'm a girl with all sisters, so kind of a must.
Kind of something you almost have to do to survive with
Yes,
that many sisters.
it's a good release. Oh, yeah.
I know. I think the Egan's are in Riverton, but I'm not sure how big Riverton is. It's probably too big for you to know people.
Yeah, it's pretty big, and it kind of all like meshes in with like all the other cities around it.
Okay.
So it's like
I think
Bluffdale,
I can name
Harriman.
every city in Utah, but I have no idea where just about any of them are.
Oh yeah, where are you from, Mary?
Well, I'm from Missouri, but I served a mission and have family in Utah. So just kind of between those two, there's just a lot of Utah people that you get to know.
Where do you live right now?
I'm actually up here in Rexburg. So
Oh yeah. So are you on campus then?
yeah, so I'm trying to get a job. Um, I had to quit my last job because I had to get um, healed from some tennis elbow, and so it was either quit my job and allow myself to heal, or go get surgery and have to quit my second job. And so I decided to be able to keep one job and not the other.
Yeah, you want to take care of yourself, not have
Well, and it
surgery.
was one of those surgeries that they don't knock you out for. It's one of those where it's like, oh, you can just get this with local anesthesia. And I'm like, I really want general anesthesia if you're going to be doing that to me. So I think I'll pass and I'll try to get better on my own. Thank you.
I don't blame you at all. If you can get
Well,
knocked out completely, that's one thing, but not local.
and
No.
local hurts still. Like the shot to just numb you and all that. Oh, it hurts.
Oh yeah, not fun.
They gave me some steroid shots in my arms, and they had to give me the local anesthetic first. And I'm like, if that's what you're giving me next time, if I do have to get the surgery, I'm not coming back.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
But I'm a wimp.
So, is your family from up there too, or where's your family from?
So my family's all from Missouri, but we're basically the lone sheep out there. Like my mom's family is all from Washington, and my dad's family is all from Utah, and we're like the only people in our extended family that live in Missouri. So, or were, I guess. I guess I live here now. But so yeah.
Moving to this side of the United States.
Well, I just kind of figured that if I was going to go to college, I could either be, really strive to be independent and kind of like learn all those adult sort of skills, and I think to do that for me, I had to go to college away from my family. Otherwise I was just going to live with my parents. So that was what was best for me.
It's good to be able to grow and move out on your own.
Yeah.
There's no other way to learn all that. So that's good. Good for you.
Thanks.
And then Soren, you're in California, right?
I am. I'm down in Southern California, about an hour east of LA.
Nice.
So,
and you live on a farm, right?
Yeah, I work on a little farm. We've got orange trees and grapefruit trees and a couple hundred chicken.
That's a lot of chicken.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. And you like math. I was really glad because I watched your intro video and I was like, yay, the math guy.
Well, the good news, I have done calculus before. It's been a few years. And so, like, memory is serving me well at this point, but we'll see how it goes as the rest of the semester goes on.
Yeah.
Why do you have to take it again? That kind of sucks.
It was just because I did it in high school, and so I didn't get the credits for it to move on.
You're so young if you're just out of high school. That's good.
I've been 7 years ago.
Yeah.
So
good.
Yeah, I'm about in the same boat. I've got I took calculus my junior year, and then they didn't have anything left for me to take my senior year. And then I went on a mission, and then, I think this is my third semester, so it's been a lot of years since I took high school calculus.
And I never took calculus in high school, so it's like first time for me, and so that's fun. And high school was a really long time ago, so it's good though. I'm staying up right now, so hopefully. Except I have a hard time.
I think it's just one of those
problems, like the optimization ones. Oh my gosh, it took me forever.
Oh yeah.
Yes. The last one about the boat on the lake was a while.
Yeah, I had to do the help me solve this. Like step by step. I'm like, no, really, help me solve this.
Yeah, and then you kind of feel like the button's starting to judge you after a while.
Right? And it's like,
stop judging me, button.
And then you have to redo it anyway. So it's like I just doing all the homework problems twice.
I was probably doing that too late, so I also used the help me after I got halfway through and decided, I really wouldn't want to have to spend another half hour trying to solve this again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
I just
it's kind of painful because you've already put in the work.
Yeah.
That's fun. Well, I'm excited to get to know you guys more as we do this.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's only once a week though. So my math pre-calculus I had twice a week. And we were on the phone for seriously sometimes 2.5 hours, and I'm like, I can't do it again. Oh, no offense, guys, but I cannot be on the phone for 2.5 hours.
Same.
Yeah.
As we're discussing our goals for their group. And that be one of them.
Well, I think that's just kind of something that, as long as we can kind of agree, that it's important we all respect each other's time. I think that's an excellent expectation to start with, that we, are mindful that this is, in addition to our homework. It's part of our homework, but, if we're going to drag it out, it's a strain on the rest of the group members.
Yeah. No, I think that's great. We'll just I like that, respecting each other's time. I like that when you said that. And then, okay, so then I think we need to decide on a rotation schedule for the group leader. And it looks like we're doing 2 weeks and then rotates to another one.
That means I actually have to figure out Hangouts on Air, doesn't it?
You what?
That means I actually have to figure out what I'm doing with Hangouts on Air, doesn't it?
I don't know. That was another thing last semester. No one else could do it, and so I had to set it up every single time, which I was fine with because it's knew how to do it, so it was fine. But
So maybe
I would
when
just
it's
give
my
them
turn,
the
I'll try the private, and then if it doesn't work, then maybe if you don't mind.
yeah. No, I don't mind doing it because what I just did was I gave them the link to turn it in, and like so, like I set it up, which is not a big deal, but they were in charge of like making sure it was turned in and everything. So
Okay.
So yeah, not a problem at all. We'll get there. So okay, should we hurry and just do that real fast and then
Yeah.
so okay, so we need to do weeks 5 and okay, so we're on week 3, right? So week 3 and 4.
Yeah, so that means you're the group leader for week 4 as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then who wants to do 5 and 6?
I can take 5 and 6.
Okay. And then I guess where are you going to choose if you want 7, 8, or 9 or 10?
I'll go ahead and do 7, 8. And then if Cameron needs to switch, I don't mind switching them. You know, the weeks don't matter too much for me.
Yeah. And then so then we have 4 more weeks. So I guess we could just do, instead of doing 2 weeks, we could just like
Each of us
get
get one.
through. So I'll do week
Yeah.
11, Soren week 12, Mary 13, and then Cameron week 14. Does
That sounds good to me.
that work?
Sounds
So that
good.
was Cameron on week 9 and 10 and 14?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Soren 5, 6, and 12.
Yep.
And you're 7, 8, and 13, Mary.
Perfect.
Cool. Check that off. Okay, so we need to complete today's activity with our group members. So let me, do you guys already have that pulled up?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just
I printed
pull
this
that up
one
real
off.
fast.
First one. No.
I can screencast the homework assignment if you guys want, but if it's not necessary, I can just leave up the instructions.
I think we're okay.
Okay.
Well, what else is on the instructions, I guess, besides the...
Just the activity, address questions anyone may have from earlier assignments or prepare for an upcoming quiz or exam. And that's basically it.
Okay.
Which I don't have any questions. So
I'm good with questions right now too. So I think we just do the activity and then
call it a day.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, would you mind screencasting it? Because that would be awesome if we could do it.
Yeah. I have not.
Oh,
wait,
the
come back.
capacity and anti-differentiation. Words are hard.
Which one were we wanting to start out on? Were we wanting to start on U prep or U substitution or the chain rule?
Oh, I just did day 3 activity. The day. The W3D, which is looks like practicing whatever that word, anti-differentiation.
You got it.
I totally had the wrong thing pulled up. I thought I was so prepared and I was not.
Nope. I feel like there's a lot of stuff to do every single day.
Yeah.
Like a little too much.
The beginning stuff killed me with my math test.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That was like every section had like a million underneath it. And I was like, I'm never going to get through this. And it was
and I got a good score on the test, but then I still had a million things to do on the study stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, I still got a good score. Why though?
Yeah, when I started doing it and they're like, it needs to be done by Thursday. I'm like, yeah, there's no way this is getting done by Thursday. So I just kept plugging along. I got full credit for it. I think a lot of people probably were in the same boat as me.
I saw that and just immediately, like as soon as I saw like how much work each of them was going to be to start doing. Like after I finished the test, I just about cried. Well, and I started to take calculus last semester, maybe the semester before, but then it ended up conflicting with another class that I needed sooner, and so I had to drop it. But the boot camp was way easier on that than this was.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what that was.
Maybe they wanted to see if people would like stay in the class or drop it. Maybe that was the point.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Or are you done?
How seriously do you want this class? Online classes can be harder than like actual in-class lectures. Requires a lot more like dedication and actually, I don't know. You have to really be conscientious about deadlines.
Yeah. You have to motivate yourself to get it done. Which I guess is the way it's good to set up like every day there's stuff so you stay on top of it. I think at least that's good, but every day I'm like, seriously, there's so much.
Yeah, eventually I just got to the point where no, it was last Saturday. I had basically the whole day free, so I just like knocked out like 3 days or 2 days or 3 days, some one of the two, so that way I wasn't scrambling as hard.
Yeah,
that was really nice.
That is nice. Okay, you guys have your worksheets up? Like yes. Okay, so I don't think I get it. Just based off of the, like the prep from yesterday.
Okay, well,
so math guy, please help.
It's oversimplistic to say it's the opposite of a derivative, but do you understand the power rule when you're finding the derivative?
Yes. So like on that first one, like the first one would be 7x to the 6th.
Yes.
And then minus 6 plus 0. Yeah.
Yes. So with the anti-differentiation, we're doing the exact opposite. So we're adding 1 to the power and we're dividing by the new power.
Oh.
So for A, you would have x to the 8th over 8 minus 6x squared over 2 plus 8x over 1 plus c. I know I said that all fast, but I was doing it while the two of you were talking. So sorry.
No, thank you for you. So 8x over 1, and then what was the plus c?
Yes.
Okay. And then just simplify it, like clean it up a bit.
Yeah. So it'd be like x to the 8th over 8 minus 3x squared plus 8x plus c.
That's all it is?
That should be it.
Yeah, that's not bad. So adding 1 to the power and then dividing by that new power number.
Yes.
But okay, on a question on the 8, why did we add an x?
Because right now there's an x to the 0. And imagine you can't see it there, but there's an x to the 0.
That makes sense then. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was busy printing something, but the question we were solving was x to the 7th minus 6x plus 8, right?
Yes.
And then the antiderivative to that would be x to the 8th over 8 minus 3x squared plus 8x plus c.
Yes.
Or, okay. Was there, for some reason in my head, I'm like thinking that there's some kind of like special format we need to do for this. Is there?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Oh wait, I'm looking down.
Like the
I was thinking of how you say that you need to find the integral. That's what I was thinking of. Sorry.
okay. Okay. Should we do the next one?
Sounds good to me.
So,
Do we work best by trying to get through the problem together or by each individually solving the problem and seeing if we came up with the same thing?
Let's try that second one to start and see how it goes.
Okay.
Because that way there isn't just one person solving the problem and the others just
Yeah.
listening in and trying to understand what they're saying.
That's kind of what I was leaning for, but I didn't want to try to sound like I was just wanting to.
Do it on
I think
Yeah.
that way we can make sure that we are knowing.
But we can do it on our own, yeah.
Yeah.
Should we just each take a turn? Like Soren, you had A, I'll take B, and then Monique, you can take C? Or
I don't want C. I don't do well.
do you want B and I'll take C?
Yeah. It always takes me a year.
It's fine.
Okay, so I have B when you guys are ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so I moved instead to get rid of the negative exponent, I put 1 over 2x squared plus x squared over 2 minus x plus c.
What was your middle one?
X squared over 2.
Okay, yeah, that's what I got.
Okay. Minus x plus c. Oh, I always forget you can change, instead of doing that, you just put it like on c, right? You just do x to the 1/3, and that's easier.
Yeah, that's what I have to do. I still may get it wrong though, so hopefully this is a no judgment zone because this could go badly otherwise.
Yeah,
I don't want to be voted off the island.
No room for judgment here.
So I have a good guess, but I'm not sure how good it is when you guys are ready.
Sorry, I'm still there.
Okay.
I don't think I simplified it right, but
All right, should we go ahead and compare answers or?
Think I'm ready.
I am ready.
All right. So I got, this is one term, 3x to the 4/3, and then all of that term over 4, plus, and then again, this is all one term, 3x to the 2/3, and that term all over 2 plus c.
That's what I got.
Same.
All right. I was really worried about that one.
You did great. You guys are awesome.
Yay!
I guess I have D.
Okay. Would you guys move, like, change or keep the x's on the bottom? What are you guys doing with that one?
I move them to the top and give them a negative exponent.
Okay.
That just makes it easier to know what I'm adding to.
Okay.
And I did that, but then one of the terms is x to the negative 1, which if you added 1 to that would be 0. So what do you do with that?
Yes. I don't know if we've gone over anything because this is the special case where it doesn't just work, unfortunately.
So maybe do we put do not know yet? I know I've done that in a calculus class before, but
Yeah.
I feel like if it's on here, we should be asked to know it, but I don't know.
There is an answer key that we can look up too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
If we want to, like, I don't like to look at it until we've done it, but we've already done that first section, so maybe we can just check our answers for that first section.
I won't give any spoilers. I'll pull it up.
Not that it matters because you still have to figure out how to do it, but
Oh, yep. Don't know how to do it yet.
is that what it says?
Oh, is that what it says on the answer key?
Yep.
Okay.
It says, can't divide by 0.
That's funny.
Okay, that was scary.
That's
I saw that and I'm like, I feel like maybe I'm about to ask a stupid question.
That was a tricky trick or trick.
Yeah.
All right.
Spoiler alert, it would be ln of x.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, just that one. It's really weird.
Oh, that makes sense. Like, in a weird way, it makes sense.
Yeah. The 1 over x, the antiderivative of 1 over x is ln of x for some reason.
Oh.
We'll probably go over later on.
All right. So rather than use the words, find the most general antiderivative. Every time we want to do that, we use the symbols. What is that? I don't know what that symbol means.
Weird
But that
scrolly
symbol.
thing.
The scroll f of x dx to represent those words. So solve the scrolly f of x dx. Find the most antiderivative of f of x. So it's the same thing, but just with fancy things in there.
Yeah.
So it would be 5. Okay, so I guess I'll do this one.
Do we know what it means by find the most general antiderivative? Like, do we know a way to find a less general antiderivative?
I think what it's referring to is when we do definite integrals versus just these indefinite integrals.
Okay.
And so we'll do it from point to point and figure stuff out.
That makes sense then.
So let me know when you guys have 2a because I did that one.
I'm good to go.
So I got
Same.
5x minus 3x squared plus c.
Yep.
Same.
Yay, I did it.
Now for B.
Again, I'm not sure if it's a good answer, but I have an answer whenever you two are ready.
Okay, I am ready.
I am also.
I have 1/5 x plus 2x to the negative 2 plus x squared plus c.
Yep.
I did the 1 over x squared, but that's the same thing, right? Like taking it so it wasn't a negative.
Yeah, that's.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
But I don't know how she likes it. I don't know if
If I remember right. Wait, no. I've had teachers do it both ways and both it for the same class, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. Because I think I've done it both ways on my math lab or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever that thing is.
I think the exam says to do it one way versus a different way. Like it says, don't leave any negative exponents.
Yeah.
If it cares, I think it usually says.
Okay.
This we're back to me.
I think I got it.
Give me 5 more seconds. Okay, I think I'm ready. Yep, we're good.
Okay, we're ready for C?
Yep.
Okay. I've got x to the 3 halves over 3 plus 4x, I guess the square root of x, 4 times the square root of x plus c.
Yep.
Yep. All right. So on D, I'm gonna multiply it out so that it's easier. I don't know.
Yeah, is that what we would do?
That's what I did.
I think it would make more sense because then you can take each term versus trying to square it.
That makes sense to me. I'm already looking at Ian a little concerned. I'm not sure how to do that one.
I have the. You guys have the.
I just finished D.
Thorn, did you already finish it?
Yes, I'm ready with D. Sorry.
Okay, so I have x to the third over 3 plus 49x plus c.
I've got almost the exact same thing, but I've also got a middle term of negative 7x squared.
Oh, I have that? Sorry, maybe I didn't say it.
Oh, I think the internet connection fumbled a little bit right as you were saying that, probably.
So
Yeah.
x cubed over 3 minus 7x squared plus 49x plus c.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I have that as well.
Awesome.
Now E to help me solve E, I divided it in that since it's a common denominator, you could make it x to the fourth over x squared minus, and then a separate fraction of 7 over x squared.
Ah, okay. I think I just saw that and panicked because I was thinking quotient rule.
Yeah, I don't think, well, I know we haven't learned any rules other than just the general power rule for anti-differentiation. I forget any of the other rules.
I remembered the power rule from calculus when we first started the class. I'm like, I know that I'm gonna hit week 4 or week 5, one of those 2 weeks, and I'm just gonna start struggling pretty hard. So
Yeah.
okay. I think I have an answer. Again, I'm not sure how good it is.
Same.
The ones that I'm like really solid on, I'm like, it's not my turn, dang it.
You can say it.
So I have x cubed over 3 plus 7x to the negative 1 plus c. Or I guess and the middle term could be plus 7 over x.
That's what I have.
Oh. Yes, that definitely sounds a lot better than what I have written. I had forgotten that it was a -2 when I moved it to the top, and so I had something that is wrong.
Oh,
But what you said sounds right.
well, and I almost forgot to divide the x to the fourth over x to the second.
At one point, I tried to put x to the 7th in the middle term, so I'm like, that's definitely not right.
We're all sorts of confused on that one.
I went to see a movie on Monday, and it was the one day that my husband had off work, so I was like determined that we were going to go see this movie, and it ended up being like midnight when we got back because that was the only showing they had for the movie we wanted to see, and I've just been off ever since.
Ever since. What movie did you go see?
Darkest Hour. It's a movie about Winston Churchill.
Oh, I heard it's really good.
Yeah, it really is. I want to see Dunkirk too, but my dad and I are really big World War II buffs, so that was kind of one of the biggest draws for us, I guess.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Really excited to go see it. Well, cool. So,
Well, that wasn't too bad then.
yeah.
Hopefully it's all not too bad.
We'll have
All right.
to find out.
Yeah. But at least we have a good group. We're going to be great. We're all going to help each other. Awesome.
Thanks so much for bearing with me with the beginning when I had it as unlisted. I'm so sorry about that.
Oh, no, you're great. I felt bad. I didn't want to like just take over, but I'm like, I can do it.
No. I felt like I was taking over, so I was glad someone took over from me trying to take over. So, especially since I didn't know what I was doing.
No, you got everyone going and getting everything started, so that was awesome. Okay, so I'm going to put the link to the video in that group chat on the Google Hangout so that you guys can copy and paste it to the assignment, whatever we need to do.
Sounds great.
All right.
And then we're meeting on Tuesdays, right? From here on out.
Tuesdays.
And do we want to do 8:30 still or 7:30 your time, Soren? But for everyone,
that works for me.
Works for me. We'll just have to check with check with Cameron again next week.
8:30 would be good for me because I have organic chemistry that I have to drive from Salt Lake home, and I usually get here right
Mm.
at 8 o'clock. So I mean, we can do it at 8. I just sometimes might be just like 5 minutes late if we do
I
it.
think 8:30 is fine.
Yeah, we can give you a few minutes to put your feet down.
Yeah.
Get
And I
some
think,
later.
when we can meet on a half hour, it kind of gives us a moment where we're thinking, okay, it's at 8 something, it's at 8 something, instead of, going through all the 7 o'clock hour, like, oh, it's not until 8,
Yeah. Okay. I
At
think
least for me, my brain works better that way.
well then we'll do it that way because that will be awesome.
Cool.
Hey.
Do we want to use the Hangout chat? I think that works better for me than email, just because then we can kind of use that as more of a messaging system.
Yeah,
But I'm fine with either.
I like the Hangout chat thing personally. So you guys are, and I think another cool thing, if we could, like during the week, if we have questions, maybe we can jump on that, and just ask it on there instead of emailing. We could just ask questions there. What do you guys think?
Sounds good to me.
If I did that,
I get notifications from that straight to my phone, like it's a text, so I can.
Yeah, me too. So
just hop on that anytime.
yeah, are you okay with that, Soren?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Okay, awesome. Okay, I'll stop this video and then I'll send that link to you guys in that chat thing.
Perfect. Thanks for getting us so put together, Monique.
Oh, this is going to be a good group, I can tell.
Hey, you guys have a good night.
Good luck on the quiz tomorrow.
Yes, good luck, and we'll talk to you next Tuesday.
All right.
Bye.
All right, bye.